money. I was just like, wow, okay, this is crazy. You are going to be blown away. Like when I say this had completely changed my life financially, I was like, wow, this really works. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kimiana and this is the Intuitive Soul Tribe. Here we talk about all things manifesting. So, law of attraction and law of assumption, if those are your vibes, welcome. Today we are going to get to the nitty-gritty of understanding how to manifest wealth. But in order to do so, you will need a mindset shift. So you came to the right place. Watch to the end, guys, so you don't miss out on any gold nuggets that I drop in this video. I typically drop a lot at the end of my videos. All right. Number one, you are wealthy. Not you will be. Not you're gonna be. You are. We have to embody what it is that we're trying to create. And how do we do that? By saying that we are. That by accepting that this is actually already happening for you. Not it will happen, not it's going to happen, that it is. That it is so. It is your birthright that you are wealthy. That came with what you wanted before you even got here to this earth. And once you arrived, it was time. Like from the moment you were born, you were worthy of wealthiness, luxury, love, compassion, money, and more money. And you can embody this by just accepting it as so. You'd be surprised at how many people have not been open and receptive to wealth. They think they are, and then they try to manifest, and then they're like, you know what, this crap doesn't work. I don't even know why I tried. Listen, here's the thing, right? When it comes to wealth, wealth is a mindset, not a physical thing. It's a mindset, and mindset will tell you a lot of what you need to know. If you have confidence in yourself, that is going to shine bright in your 3D. That's the same concept of what we would tell our kids, right? Like when we talk to our kids, we oftentimes say things like, don't worry, you are going to be very successful. The test is going to go really good. You are going to impact a lot of lives and you're going to help other people. When we say things like that to people, what is it doing for that person? It's making that person feel better. It's not them getting a big head and becoming arrogant. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that by you embodying the mindset, the concept of wealth, the embodiment of what a wealthy person looks and feels, then that is you already quantum leaping to the desired reality you have of being wealthy. But if you don't accept it and you're not open and receptive to it, then you're not going to be able to manifest it. There's so many people who think they're open to manifesting, but when it comes down to actually getting to manifesting, they're struggling. And they're struggling because it is an embodiment. You need to be wealthy, feel that you deserve wealth, feel that you deserve good things. Have you ever felt like you didn't deserve things and then you realize that you only attracted more of what you didn't deserve? Same concept. We can't just focus on what we don't deserve. We have to understand that we do deserve. You deserve good things. You deserve to live a luxury life. Stop feeling guilty for wanting wealth. Stop feeling guilty for having dreams and aspirations that align with wealth attraction and money and abundance. These things are not a mistake. These things are not wrong to want or desire. We live in a world that is ran on money. Just because you want it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Like, that's normal. We need it to survive. So whether you was in this country or another country, last time I checked, everybody is still using money to buy things, not trading. I mean, we did at one point, but still. So you are grateful. A lot of people are like, how can I embody being wealthy if I've never been wealthy? Start with gratitude. A grateful person is going to have more to be grateful for. Anytime that I feel has been a really good vibration in my life or a good frequency or where I was like magnetizing money and it was multiplying on top of each other, it was when I felt good about myself, but I also was grateful at the same instance. So there were things that were happening that may seem minor to the next person. Like, for example, if I had at the time a contractor come over and help me, get something going with my apartment because something was broken, I'd be grateful that it's fixed now, that it's not a problem anymore, that's not an issue anymore. And because of that, there were more things popping up that I was grateful for, like random deposits that I didn't expect and people giving me money for no apparent reason whatsoever. So when we have gratitude, that is you embodying the mindset and the feeling of wealth because you're grateful. And, not to say that there's not wealthy people who aren't grateful. The point is, when you are in a vibration of I deserve, have, that is a winning mindset, because you know that you deserve wealth. You know that you're worthy, and that there's nothing wrong with wanting wealth. There's a lot of people who grow up with the mindset that you need to hate wealth, that money is evil. And no, not necessarily. People do evil things with money. Yes, that happens. But just because you have a desire for something that you apparently need, if you didn't need it, this would be a completely different video. But the fact that we need money to survive, to live, to take care of our families, there's nothing wrong with wanting that. And so I don't know whose message this is for. I just felt so strongly to say that in this video today. So if you're one of those people who needed to hear that, please let us know in the comment section below, because you never know who you're helping by you commenting and sharing your story. Because I can't tell you guys how many times I've went to videos and I go to comment section, and the comment section is better than the dang video itself, because I've gotten some motivation or inspiration that this will work for me. And so don't be afraid to share your story, and we would really love if you could share that vulnerability for a little bit and tell us what that looks like, because somebody needed this message today. You need to know that it's okay. It's okay to want money. You're not a bad person. You are one lucky individual. Let's accept this as so. Things are always working out for you and in your favor. Before I even knew much about the process of manifesting, the one thing I definitely saw reflected back at me and my mother and many people I was around was that when we believe something about ourselves to be true, it is true. Two mindsets. The only difference in there is that they're about different topics, but the mindsets themselves are pure and they're confident. Confidence gets you so far. So it doesn't matter how you look out in the 3D, and it doesn't matter how you feel. What matters is how you appear to be, what you believe to be true. So if you are somebody who often has a lot of people around you, then you probably have a very bubbly, nice personality. It attracts people to you and it keeps people around you. And if you're not a bubbly person, doesn't mean that you're not cool or that you're not fantastic as well. You may have more of a pull on education and people who like education and want to be around other people who are educated. And so the point of the matter is, when you believe something to be true, it's so. So when you say things are always working out for you, no matter what it is, then that will happen. That has happened for me so many times, where I would be like, yes to something. Like I say yes to like going to a party, or I had an invite to come over to someone's house. And if that day I don't feel like going, I will literally already prepare the emotion of like, okay, don't really want to go. Something is probably going to happen to where I don't have to go, because I don't really want to go. And things always work in my favor and they always align with what I want. So if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to have to do it. And then I kid you not, I can't tell you the amount of times that people have called and been like, oh, something happened. I won't be having the party at my house, or I won't be doing what I had planned before. Let's reschedule. I can't tell you how many times this has happened multiple times with me. And I think it's because of that. Like I said, I believe it to be true that things work in my favor and that I always get what I want. Things always work out for my highest good. So if I don't want to go somewhere, I'm not going to have to, because something is going to pop up and show up in my 3D, which just always happens. It never has failed me to align with what I believe to be true. You can do without it. This is very vital. I'm going to say that again. You can do without it. What am I talking about? I'm talking about your desire for wealth. When we accept the fact that we can do without it, that's also a form of detaching that will help you attract more of it. What do we mean? Somebody who already makes millions may feel like if they didn't have it, they'll still be fine. That's probably why J. Cole came out with Crooked Smile. If you guys don't know about J. Cole, check it out. You might like that song. It's no such thing that there's a life better than yours. It's no such thing. So a lot of people miss that part. They're like, ooh, when I get the new car, I'll feel better. Ooh, when I get the new house, I'll feel better. When I'm not stressing about bills, I'll feel better. How about you feel better now, right? Like, that's the vibration of positivity that's going to attract more wealth. So if you can accept that you could do without it, you're also accepting that life is good too, with or without it. So for me, I like to do things like the bigger picture approach. This is how I look at it. The bigger picture is what you would consider big. For some people, that's the universe, the planets in the sky, the stars that are exploding out there in space. For other people, it's death, realizing that it's right around the corner at any point, at any time, that all of our tickets to the other life are different and at different ages. For other people, it's the circle of life, like the whole embodiment of life itself, from animals to humans, giving birth, being a kid, then a teenager, then an adult, then older, then a young adult, then an adult, then a older elderly person, the circle of life, and it keeps going and going and going. Some people even believe in reincarnation. Whatever that is the thought you want to be thinking of when you want to think about, I can do without it. What do I mean? When I would think these thoughts about the universe and that things are bigger than me, it really puts things in perspective to where I'm not in my head telling this crazy, unbelievable story that's really not true. Sometimes in our mindset, we think that things are hard to obtain or that we can't achieve these goals, but they're so small in the grand scheme of things. There's a whole universe out there. There's a whole life that you have to live. You could end up dying tomorrow. Do you want to know that you're not here anymore tomorrow and you didn't do anything towards aligning with wealth that you wanted in your life? No. And are you gonna, if you were to die tomorrow, do you think the thing you're gonna be thinking about is money in that moment? Your life is gonna flash before your eyes, and you're probably gonna think about the people you're leaving behind and the people you love. But the first thing that goes in your brain is not gonna be, did I get that Bugatti yet? No. So there's a life bigger than you. And so I often will remind myself of these things when I know that I'm starting to hyperfixate or stress about results with money. I think of the bigger grand scheme of things, that like if I were to die tomorrow, I'm more than likely going to be satisfied with the life I'm living. And if that is a no for you, that you wouldn't be satisfied, then your journey is not finished yet. You still have more to go, more to do. But the point of the matter is, when you think of things bigger than yourself, it takes the subject off of you for a little bit, and it reaches out to the grand scheme of things, the huge thing we call life. So for those people who hyperfixate, you have a lot of fear that comes up when it comes to manifesting money, anxiety, and things of that nature. Start focusing your mind on the bigger picture. Are you fascinated with the universe? Are you fascinated with death? Watch some true crime. Like, whatever it takes for you to feel the feeling of gratefulness that your life is a certain way, and that there's things bigger than you, that are bigger than bills, that are bigger than you paying off debts, that are bigger. There's just things out there that are bigger than that, and bigger than those little tiny human problems, right? I mean, ants probably stress, and we don't even know. Like, they're probably in their little like cocoon thingies that they do in the ground, whatever you call that dirt mound thing they do. They're probably having a whole life down there. They probably got bills, lawyers, like little ant lawyers and doctors. Like, they probably got insurance. We don't know. Like, this is life out there bigger than us. We just don't know these things. Like, they could like completely have a whole life we don't know about. And that's how little minuscule their problems. Their biggest problem is the fact that they could get stepped on. I'm grateful that I'm not one of those people. Like, if we was walking around and there was giants, I would be pretty scared on a daily basis. I don't want to get stepped on. Getting stepped on don't sound nice. Peace is found within. Peace is found within. So if you're struggling, remember, peace is found within. All right. Once you find your calm, participate in daily activities such as things like robotic affirming, subliminals, and nighttime scripting. When you incorporate these 3 techniques in your day-to-day, you will see shifts and your reality will change. All right. I want you guys to comment, I attract so much wealth, it's crazy. That is the affirmation that you are going to comment to affirm and claim this amazing energy over your life. For more manifesting money, check this out. I found money everywhere using these simple manifestation techniques. That is the video you want to check out. I found money everywhere using these simple manifestation techniques. You'll love it. All right. I'm sending you guys so much love and so much light. And as I always tell you guys, go get your moolah and go get your boo. Bye.